Facebook, TikTok. Let me go get us live on Instagram. What's going on, y'all? Drop those hearts in the chat while we go live on Instagram. Y'all know how this goes. Drop those hearts in the chat. All right, so we live on Instagram. Hey y'all, welcome in. Drop those hearts in the chat for a mom that can use some love tonight. Before we get started, I need everybody to just slow down for a second because this conversation tonight is for the mothers who knew something in their spirit before the world even caught up. The mothers who kept asking questions, kept advocating, kept pushing, even when the people around them made them feel dramatic, emotional, or crazy. And I know that there are women that are watching this right now who's going to understand exactly what Jasmine is feeling like. Because one thing about motherhood, especially when it comes to your child, you know when something is off. And sometimes the hardest part is not the diagnosis, it's feeling unheard while trying to fight for your child. And I really need y'all to listen tonight, not just with your ears, but with your heart. This is exactly why Mothers It's Your Turn has become more than just a challenge. We now have over 5,000 mothers who say yes. And what's beautiful about that is these women don't all have the same story, but they all understand what it feels like to carry something heavy while still trying to show up every single day. This movement is about finally being seen. So before we even bring her in, I want to ask y'all something. How many mothers in here right now has ever felt like you had to figure things out on your own? Drop me in the comments right now. Go ahead and drop me in the comments right now because I see y'all, and that's exactly why this matters. So tonight, I'm bringing on a first-time mom who trusted her instincts, a mother who noticed early on that her son needed more support. And instead of ignoring it, she fought for answers. She fought for speech therapy, evaluations, resources, even when the people kept trying to brush her concerns off. And instead of letting that journey break her, she turned it into purpose. She created a space to help other families feel seen and supported too. And that's what real motherhood is like. So y'all drop those hearts in the comments and y'all show some love for Jasmine. Welcome, Jasmine. How are you?
Hey, Jazz, how are you?
Good. We got two Jasmines in the house tonight, y'all. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone that's watching right now.
So, some of you may know me, most of you don't. My name is Jasmine Weathers, and I'm a first time mom to my son. His name is Bryson. He's a sweet 5-year old who's very energetic. He loves monster trucks, he loves cars. He is just a boy all the way around. I'm 30 years old, and my son was diagnosed with autism. For most of you, that there are different levels of autism. So you have level one, where the symptoms aren't as bad, they're not as mild, they don't present themselves fully. Then you have, um, you can tell that there is a little bit more of a need there. Some of those kids are verbal, some are nonverbal. Then you have level three. Those children need a lot of help, a lot of assistance.
Mm.
So those are just levels of autism that you can be placed with as a mom. Um, it's something that has changed my life. And don't get me wrong, it changed my life. It didn't stop me. It didn't change me. It didn't change me as the mother that I'm going to be to this little boy who's going to eventually be a young
Mm-hmm.
man. So that's it, Jess. Let's go.
That is so beautiful. And Jasmine, I just want to let you know that just speak from your heart. You don't have to sound perfect because somebody watching this is needing this conversation tonight. So, before the diagnosis ever came, what were some of the first moments where you felt in your heart that something wasn't right as a mom?
So, with eye contact. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you are playing with your child and like you're holding them, they give you that eye contact constantly. So Bryson would give it to me for like a little bit and then he'll drift off. As he started getting a little bit older, the playing stage, he was very comfortable
Mm-hmm.
with playing by himself, else to play with. Um, Most people think that that's normal, but once you start getting in daycare and others and they still don't want to be interactive, it makes you just look a little bit more. Then eventually lining his toys up. Yes, you line your monster trucks up or cars up, but you normally would line them up other. He would line them up this way. Was another he would cover his ears with when he heard loud noises.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it would be know how to regulate his voice. So in rooms where he needed to just a little bit quieter, his volume was always here. He didn't understand how to regulate his voice. And then when it became time for him to start talking, he was
Mm-hmm.
meeting his milestones. I would get a cup, ball, mommy, daddy, play, happy, sad, but they didn't turn into full sentences. Because
Mm-hmm.
normally by the age 2, 3, child should be progressing where they are making sentences with 2 to 3 words. And then as they get older, they would add 4 or 5 and so on to full sentences. So that was another one of my concerns, definitely by the age 2 at that time.
Wow. And you know, the mother instinct is real. You know when something's off, even as a first time mom, just being around other kids. When people kept telling you that boys are just delayed, how did that make you feel knowing that you are seeing something different in those moments?
It made me very angry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it made me frustrated, and it just saddened me that people can hear you be unsure, can hear you cry, beats about this, and still just brush you off like, "Girl, you don't know what you're talking about. You this time. Oh, it'll be all right. He'll catch on. Girls move faster." And I knew that
Mm-hmm.
that's not what it. Carried this child for 9 months. I knew I
That's
knew
right.
inside of me because that's where he was for 9 months. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't tell me that I don't feel when there's a disconnect there.
Mm-hmm.
It's so frustrating
Absolutely.
because I'm telling you, and I'm being vulnerable to tell you because I'm asking because I need help, I need answers, and to just be brushed off. It's not this feeling because then I like I'm feeling as a mother because I'm not getting him needs, and I feel like, am I not asking the right questions? Am I not in the right rooms? Like, just help me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very frustrating, and it's an emotional roller coaster. It truly is.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Because, like I said, as mothers, we know, even when it's just a simple cough, we know when something is wrong with our kids. During the times when you were pushing for answers, kind of walk us through that process. What did it look like for you? How did you have to keep showing up to advocate during the times when you were feeling unheard or, just pushed off like, it's not a big deal? Kind of walk us through that.
Ooh, child, I'm gonna tell you, the pediatrician, that lady to me. It started
Mm,
with me just to his doctor's appointments and like, hey, I know you said that a couple words are gonna come, and then he may not talk for a little while. That's not okay with me. That's not okay with me. That's not the answer I'm gonna allow
mm-hmm,
you to give me. I've done my own research, and I found out that with his insurance, he can get speech. How do we start that? Do I need to get a referral through you? Do I need to contact them? And then just figuring out, like, is it going to be me paying out of pocket, which I don't mind, or is it going to be me
Right.
going to my insurance? What can I get? What can I use? So eventually it took 3 appointments to fight for that. It took my mom coming. It took his dad coming. And all of these people telling her the exact same things. It took me in recording from home of have not giving me back. So we went through that for a period of time. I finally got approved to get him in to speech therapy. Speech therapy, it was doing pretty good. We got great feedback. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
in the Mount Pleasant Charleston area, I highly recommend Palmetto Speech Therapy. They're really good. They're on Houston Northcutt. um and then from there we started occupational therapy. Then I decided,
Okay.
at this point, I wanted him tested for autism. All the signs were there. After talking to the speech therapist, the occupational therapist, the signs were there. They gave me the runaround. They're like, oh, well, the testing for him is, it's going to be a couple hours. That's just too long to test him. He's still too young. We normally wait until they're 4 or 5.
Wow.
I told her, I don't want to wait that long. I'm a proactive parent.
That's
I
right.
don't want to wait.
Wow.
I don't want to wait. They put me on the waiting list. The waiting list took so long. By this time, it's almost time for Bryson to start pre-K. So I
Mm-hmm.
went to the open house. I told his teacher, I said, listen, I've been fighting this battle. I have concerns. I feel like he has a speech delay. I feel like he has autism. And I need help to get the ball rolling. After meeting with his teacher, school started. Within the first 2 weeks, she met with me. She was like, Jasmine, I agree, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help you. Your
Wow.
family will help you. From there, it moved very quickly. We got him evaluated. They did it while he was at school. It took about a 2 weeks time. From there, we had an IEP meeting. We went over the results. We talked about a plan.
Mm-hmm.
By the time it's about October. So the break coming up was going to be November
Mm-hmm.
for Thanksgiving. After talking with them, they were like, Jasmine, got him into school in Mount Pleasant. They'll take him, and instead of him coming back here after Thanksgiving, he'll just start his new school immediately. So from there, he started his new school in Mount Pleasant, and then I
Mm-hmm.
was able to get a call back, and then got him tested, and the result that indeed he does have autism, and that's just
Wow.
the process on how I went.
Wow, Jasmine. And for one, I want to commend you because you kept fighting. A lot of parents don't. They let these doctors, and everyone else just scare them out of, actually fighting for their child. So I want to commend you on that. So when you finally got the clarity about your son's diagnosis, what emotions were you experiencing in that moment? Because you knew something was going on. You just needed to get the help. So what were your emotions during that time?
I felt relieved. I felt relieved to know
Mhm.
that I'm not crazy. That
Right.
I advocated for my son the way he needed to be. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I also I was afraid because
Mm,
I'm like I'm just now being an adult
right.
technically, just learning life still. So I was afraid. This is my first child. Like, I've never had to do IEP meetings. Like, it was just a lot to take in at
Mhm.
one time. Then you start thinking, oh my God, how am I going to teach him how to write? How am I going to teach him how to read? How am I going to teach him math, the greater than, less than, multiplication, division? It's just, your mind just races
Mhm.
through all of the things that you need to learn to be prepared in this world. And
Right.
it was a lot. It was a lot. But thank God for the village that I have. Thank God for them.
Mhm.
Thank God for the friends that I have that just continue continuously support me and remind me, you got this, mama. You really got this.
Yes,
And just to look at his
that
little
is
face
amazing.
every day, he makes me feel like, to be a first time mama, girl, you got this. You
Mm-hmm.
got this. The happiest little thing.
Definitely.
So he makes me feel like I got this.
That is amazing. That also had to have been a lot of pressure too. So, what were some of the things that kind of like kept you going while handling that pressure of feeling like, okay, I have to figure this out?
Um, because I know I couldn't stop. I know I couldn't stop. I brought this little boy into the world, and looking at his face, he deserves the world. And I
Mm,
know that God wouldn't have given me this child if he didn't see fit that I raise him. He wouldn't have given me
absolutely.
this child if this battle wasn't meant for me to walk.
Absolutely.
And it has been the best thing that has changed my life.
Mm,
He made me understand patience. He made me understand the meaning of true love. He made me understand what it means to wholeheartedly love somebody unconditionally, no matter what they're
mm,
going through, what they're facing, and just how to be a good mom. I wouldn't change
absolutely.
for the world.
That is amazing, Jasmine, because the next thing I was going to ask you is, when you're looking at him, what are some of the things that you're feeling? And you went right into it. And that's how you know a mother knows that connection between a mother and her child. I mean, it's just something that you can't even describe. That journey changes you as a woman, to be honest.
It
You
does.
turn Yes, you turned that experience into an organization where you're helping other moms be heard, be seen, to get information. What made you to decide to not just go through it, but to help others too?
Because I didn't have a lot of people who understood what I was going through. It's
Mm,
okay for a mom, another mom to tell you, oh, it's going to be all right. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. This isn't really a delay, but you don't know because your child doesn't have a need. It's
mm,
not the same. When my child is stimming in the middle of the store because he can't get something, you you think it's a temper tantrum, but it's not. It's just him stimming. It's him trying to figure out a way to express himself to tell me, I don't like this. This is not what I want. I want this. So people don't understand that you can't tell somebody that it's going to be okay when you haven't in that situation.
mm.
So
Absolutely.
that's why I want awareness to it and just have a community where parents who are going through it, even if it's them with their children that's already 15, 12, 9, just finding out at 3, you have a community where you can come and ask questions because these moms have been through it. We're living through it still, and we can
Mhm.
all learn from each other at different stages they grow. So that's the sole purpose.
That's amazing, Jasmine. You love your baby, and I'm sure everyone on this live, they can feel that because everything that you did came from love. Y'all, this is what real advocacy looks like. Drop those hearts in the chat for Jasmine because she could have been pushed off and just said, okay, I'm just gonna just not worry about it. Just let these doctors tell me about my child that I carry for 9 months. And she did it. And now she got her son the help that he needs. And now she knows what she needs to do to help him, like you said, be great in this world. So for parents right now, Jasmine, that are noticing these signs, they're scared, they're unsure, they have these doctors that are telling them that nothing is wrong when they know something is wrong. What would you say to that mom right now about trusting your instincts and being the voice for your child because that's the only voice that they have?
My first thing would be trust your instincts. A mother instincts
Mm,
is never wrong. You know your child. You know when something doesn't look right. You know when something doesn't feel right. when it comes down to the process, start with their pediatrician. Don't be like me and let time go by with the same pediatrician that's not listening. Get a new doctor. It's simple. Don't let them tell you that you're crazy. Don't let them give you a little rundown of, oh, well, it'll happen in due time. Don't take no for an answer. Be your child's voice. You are their number one. You are their protector. You are their provider. After that, if you know your child is going, ask about ABC, Mouse. ABC Mouse will are little programs that you to help you. Then from there, just start looking at schools in your area that have IEP plans. Look for schools that cater more to kids with a need, and then you just gotta run with it. Join communities, ask questions. There are tons of groups that are out there for you to get help from, to ask questions. Feel free to even contact me. I'm always available if you need a helping hand.
Wow. And y'all, if y'all are on here right now, trust yourselves because some of you are watching this. If you've never even said this out loud, but you know exactly what Jasmine is talking about. Jasmine, for the mother that's watching this right now and is feeling overwhelmed, alone, what do you want them to hear from you tonight?
Take a deep breath. It will get better. You will start to see
Mm,
progress. All you have to do is keep going, keep trying, and just keep the routine consistent, because
mm.
tomorrow will not be like yesterday. Take every win, enjoy the lows, because guess what? The highs will come. And when the highs come, sit in that high, celebrate them, get them to understand their achievements,
Mm.
because these times are so precious. They're still going to mean everything to you.
That is amazing, Jasmine. Y'all, drop those hearts in the chat because you're looking at a mother who did the work. She did the research so she could be the best advocate for her son. Jasmine, before we let you go, I just want to say thank you because your stories is going to help another mother tonight. I know that for a fact because this matters more than people probably realize. That just hearing another mother that knows that something was going on with her child, she did the work. She did not let these doctors scare her off to just let her child just go through life without getting the help that he needs. You took something difficult and you turned it into support for other people, and that is so powerful. We appreciate you. We are so proud of you. Y'all, drop some hearts before Jasmine leaves. Also, please let the people know where they can find you at on social media.
You can find me at Jasmine Weathers, and after Saturday, you can also find me on Facebook at Tiny Voices Brilliant Minds. Also, be on the lookout because we will have children books to come. We will have events and gatherings. Don't be afraid. You can bring your kids because we love the kids. Just so our kids can all meet up, moms can get to talk and enjoy each other. Um, Also, remember, you are your child's biggest voice. Okay? Don't let your situation fall through the crack because you don't feel heard. There's a community out there, and we're just waiting for you to join. So make sure you
Amazing,
join
Jasmine.
and follow.
Amazing, Jasmine. And one word I want y'all to drop into the comments that I took from Jasmine: consistency. As an adult, you need consistency, but just imagine a child. They need that consistency. So, again, Jasmine, we want to thank you. And please be sure to keep in touch with the Mothers It's Your Turn movement because we would love to collaborate with you soon because we have a lot of things that we have coming up for mothers as well. Thank you again so much.
Thank you for having me, Jazz. I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
You're welcome. Of course, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. You better advocate for your child because we see it all the time. When I tell y'all, I got strength from that story. because these doctors will tell you what they believe is going on with your child. So just be that voice for your child. Like Jasmine said, don't let the situation fall through the cracks, because you know that something is going on. And before y'all leave, I want to talk directly to the mothers who have been watching, especially the ones that are already registered, because we now have over 5,000 mothers that are signed up for this challenge. Y'all drop 5,000 in the comments, because I had no idea. And if you are one of those mothers, this is your reminder. Do not miss this experience because you stayed disconnected. If you're already signed up, I need you to get inside the WhatsApp community. The link is in the comments. Get inside of the WhatsApp community, because that's where we're sharing the updates that are happening. Encouragement is happening over there. Accountability and real connections. We have so many women that are already just joining together as one, because that's what the Mothers It's Your Turn movement is all about. This is not something that you just watch. No, this is something that you experience. And let me explain, because I still have questions in my DMs about the VIP and Platinum. VIP are for the mothers who are done starting over. They need the accountability. You know you get inspired easily, but you know you also fall off easily. So this ensures that you do not fall off after day one. VIP gives you the structure that you need, the morning motivational calls, accountability, direct support, and the tools to help you apply the things that you're learning. I tell y'all all the time, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is applied power, because what good is it if you don't apply the things that you're learning? Now, listen, this keeps you from leaving this challenge motivated. No, we need you to be disciplined, right? Because we don't need you to go into the next week overwhelmed again. And now, Platinum. This is for the mother who is ready to fully step into the version of herself, a different version, right? She's breaking into a new person, not just emotionally, but financially and mentally too. You're getting deeper guidance, personal development tools. You cannot be the same person that you are and try to get to the next level. No, that old you has to die. Business and financial education, support, structure, and long-term growth. This is for the mother that is done surviving and ready to start building for her and her children. And I need y'all to hear this carefully, because some of you have watched every single live. You've cried, you commented, you felt seen, but you still haven't moved. Meanwhile, women are carrying far heavier stories than yours and still found the courage to say yes to themselves. So here's what I need y'all to do tonight. If you already signed up, click the link in the comments and get in a WhatsApp group. You need to get in a WhatsApp group. If you know you need the extra support, go VIP. If you're ready to truly elevate your life, go Platinum. The link is in the comments. Go to mothersitsyourturn.com. Y'all, we are only a few days away. Do not wait until y'all are seeing the shifts in so many women. We have over 5,000 women that already signed up. You deserve this too. Now, what I want y'all to do is, y'all know how this goes. Drop "It's my turn" in the comments if you're done sitting on the sidelines. Because your children don't just need a mother who survives. They need a mother who heals, a mother who grows and believes in herself. And maybe this is the moment that you stop pouring into everyone else first and finally choose you. Because listen, if over 5,000 mothers can say yes, what's stopping you? What is stopping you? Click the link in the comments. Go ahead and get signed up. If you already have signed up, join the WhatsApp group, the private WhatsApp group. Again, I just want to thank Jasmine so much, because even myself, I learned so much from her story. And make sure that y'all show her some love. Y'all drop these hearts in the chat, and I will see y'all